Chat rules. Wow, Twitch got stricter, guys. Jeez. Okay, I think that part is good. Okay, thank you guys for letting me know. I really, really appreciate that. You guys should be good today. Shouldn't have to do the two-step. It literally says new on that setting too, guys, so that's a new setting. All right, 30 seconds till the market opens. 30 seconds here. I will say, guys, I got so burnt out yesterday because we did, what, 6-7 hours total when you combine both streams. Like, no breaks. That's a lot. So we got to take a break. Definitely got to take a break. So, instead of doing right after this stream, we'll take a break. And then we'll come back on Twitch in a little later. You know, we'll come back to the afternoon markets. And then after the afternoon markets, we'll switch to some gaming. Sounds good, guys? Does that make sense? Just to give it, you know, because I need a break. You know, one thing about doing something you like to do is sometimes you go overboard, right? It's kind of like playing a game. Like, you know how like you could sit and play a game for 5-6 hours? But some people could do that, but some people can't sit and read for 5-6 hours, right? When you enjoy doing something, you know, you can go a little overboard. You got to limit yourself, right? So I want to put a little healthy limit in there and make sure we take a break after this stream. And then we'll, you know, make sense, guys? Let me get a 2 in the chat if it makes sense. Let me get a 2 in the chat. So I'm thinking about starting those streams around 1 p.m. EST time. So 1 p.m. New York time, which will be 10 a.m. if you're on the West Coast, PST time. Just a heads up. And let me change. Let me change what that says at the bottom. Boom. Alright, if you guys check out the photo at the bottom. Not well, the photo, the Twitch banner. Says live on Twitch, 1 p.m. EST, 10 a.m. It'll be around that time. We'll come back to the markets, okay? Thank you for the 2s. El Moro, good morning to you. So we got the market open, headed to the downside so far. We got a top wick here. Still young. We're only 2 minutes into this. Let's see. Could be. I mean, it's a good top wick rejection, I'd say. A pretty good rejection. Definitely gives off bear flag. Alright, bear flag vibes here. So we could see that continuation down. Got a level down here at 569. Oh, about 64 points. What I would like to see if I get into this continuation is for price to come back up towards this level one more time before actually heading down, and then maybe that's something that I'd like to check out. And that's not a perfect zone, I just conjured it, but around that area. As we are right now. We literally are doing that right as we speak. want to see some, yeah, I want to see some buying candles though. All these candles are red. Red, 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 red. May not get that though if this is heavy. I mean, it's a pretty good rejection here. We're in the 20s. 20s. Jeez. We're not really gonna get, we're not gonna get any blue candles here. I'm gonna be patient, guys. If I miss it, I miss it. But I would have preferred it to come back up a bit. Looks like it's out of here though. It's a home run. It is a home run. We did retest this level that I highlighted, yes. That's on the 1 minute. I wanted a little bit more oomph, you know? A little bit more than that. I didn't really want to see 1 minute wick retest. I wanted more of some bullish candle type of retest. A stronger retest, in other words. All right, there we go. Oh shit! 569. Price just touched that level there. Jeez. So annoying sometimes, guys. The market is so annoying. We're only 7 minutes into the opening, by the way, guys. Opening still young. Good morning if you're just now joining us. The NASA you're waiting for on Friday. I was cool with it selling today, but you know, once we closed below this level, but as I told you guys, I wanted it to retest a little bit more. And just to give you guys an example, I mean, these wicks were all of 7 points. It wasn't much. Look at us now, circling back up. Oh my goodness. 40 points in that 1 minute candle there. Holy. Holy. Look at the 5 minute. It's just recovered the whole move, guys. The whole move, 75 points in 2 minutes. Wow. My goodness. Holy shite. Holy shite. That is funny. might start saying that. Went to grab breakfast, just came back and I missed my trade. No, Kevin, no. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that does suck. Yeah, jeez. Good morning to you, Kevin. Hope you're doing well. It happens. I will say, whoever impulsed some cells at the bottom of that, ooh, jeez. If they like waited too late and then they got in like at the bottom. Alright, well, that was a retest. But the way look at the way this candle printed. What the heck? Oh, brother. What is this? What is this? What are those? What? Could be a candle flip on the 5 minute, but the way these candle printed, kind of weird. Ain't gonna lie. The heck is that? Alright, let's delete that so I don't confuse you guys. Got a bottom wick there on the 5 minute now. By the way, this is the first 15-minute candle of the market opening. It is going to close in about 3 minutes. Good old 3 minutes. It's an interesting candle. I mean, we did come back up to this area. I did say I wanted to see us come back up to this area before selling off. But my only issue with that statement that I made is we came down to here, right? This was going to be the target, so I'm kind of throwing that theory out of the window right now, and I may look at it a different way. Let's see. I mean, based on the 5 minute, we could still see downward continuation. Just based on what I'm seeing here. We definitely could. Yeah, we definitely could. And this is gonna close in 2 minutes. Probably best to wait for this candle to close, to be honest. 2 minute mark. Be patient, sit on your hands, do what you gotta do. This could just flip bullish, so just be careful. And as I say it, right? I said this could flip bullish. As I say it. So yeah, we're gonna wait it out. We got about 1 minute and 38 seconds. Just gonna wait for this candle to close here. What a candle. Let's see it on the higher time frame. Wow. Wow. Don't forget, guys, we will be getting a brand new 4-hour and 1 hour in about 16 minutes as well. We do have that as well. A whole lot of going on. Whole lot of. could be a good retest though. I like this price point here. Up to 650. Moment of silence for the seller who didn't secure their profits. Yeah, imagine selling and then running to the bathroom real quick and then coming back. Like, oh, wait a minute. Tough luck. Tough luck. We sweep London lows. Oh, we did. Oh. We did.
Nobody asked where we from. Cold-blooded conversation. ADD told me to run. Why he got too many codes? Cali got too many sons. Home of the famous and broken and lonely a bunch. I'm in love with feeling love and I always low on the above when I see a green light. I can't help it. Yeah. I can't help when I leave my safety in a vibe, but I leave it all behind and I keep nothing in mind on the east side.
By the way, guys, if you guys are new to this stream, Nightbot's got some messages there for you guys. So if you haven't read those Nightbot messages, go ahead and check it out. Also, if you want to get roasted by Nightbot, feel free to type !roast in the chat, and Nightbot will roast you. Okay? Just saying. If you want to get roasted, there you go. If you want a positive quote from Nightbot, if you need some encouragement, you can type !quote in the chat, and Nightbot will give you a little positive quote there. So you can go ahead and try it out, guys. See if it works. Let me know what you get. So yeah, we got two sides of Nightbot. We got the roast side and we got the positive quote side. Alrighty, we are up and up and up. Okay, guys, so the 15-minute candle did indeed close. We got a fresh new one here now. It's going to be the second half of this 30-minute candle as well. 12 minutes left on it. Also got 12 minutes left on this hourly. I'm thinking about just letting this hourly candle close, to be honest. Just let it close.
How could you do this shit? How could you do this when you know I'm going through this shit? Real shit, G shit, I really do this shit. I ain't about it, but you know I'm walking through this shit. Look, 8 rounds in the 45, it go down. Look,
I do feel like there's space to come back down, though. I do. I do.
8 rounds in the 45, it go down. 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 Fuck, I ran, I hit the dealer. Serving coke 45 at the bleachers.
The 660s from the 60s here. Good morning, Kendrick. How's it going? So chat, while we're here, let me get a 111 in the chat. Let me get a 111. Let's go ahead and do that daily affirmation while we're waiting. Can I get a 111 in the chat? Do feel like we can come back down though. My goodness. Candles are making statements today. All right, let's see what we got for you guys. 111 in the chat. Today is, what is today? December 10th, 2025. You can literally be here today and gone tomorrow. Be grateful, be humble, be appreciative, be kind, and be loving. Boom. Boom and boom. All right, that's our daily affirmation, guys. Yeah, I just want to emphasize on that. Be kind, guys. Be kind. We have enough cruel in the world. Be kind to people. Be kind to others. Be kind to yourself. Some of you are kind to others, but you're not kind to yourself. So just a friendly reminder to be kind to yourself. You know? You deserve kindness. You know? We're all human. Right? Be nice to yourself. Sometimes we forget that. Take care of yourself too, because sometimes we take care of others so much, or we worry about others so much that we don't even take care of ourselves. So it's really important. Make sure we do that. My coffee is trash today. What the heck? Y'all ever make some coffee? I'm like, dang, wait, what happened? Why is it so trash today? I don't know what happened, guys. I literally don't know what happened. I'm gonna take a small scalp here. Maybe 39. I think 61 would be a stretch. Maybe 30. About 30 on the dot. $30 on the dot, just a little 30 points. Small sizes, dealing with ranges today, so. Or this week, I should say, this week. May go past the 600s, but targeting the 600s here. Stop loss about almost 50. Not 50. How much is the stop loss? 40. About 40 points. on, Nasdaq. Stop playing those games. Let's go ahead and break 614. Hovering around 618. Let's come down to 614. Come on. I want to see 614. I would say, Lens, there's a lot of communities, both big and small, but yours is one of the most positive and uplifting. Thank you, Kev. I appreciate it. Hi, Janice. Good morning, Janice. Thank you so much, Kev. There we go. 610. I said 614. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Just surpassed 610, so we should be clear skies now. Should be good to go to 600. Just looking for 600 here. If we go past 600, I may look at that purple level down there, but I really just look for 600. And there we go. TP smash. That's it. That's it, y'all. Let's get some W's going in the chat. Let's get those likes up on stream. Let's get those likes up, guys. W's. Damn, we're off the screen. Damn, we're off the screen. Alright. Alright. Close the trade, as you guys can see there. That's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. Real small. Little 30 points, guys. Nothing too crazy. Going for smaller setups this week because of these ranges. Not going for our kumbaya 100 point, 200 point trades per normal. Just doing smaller setups this week. We did just come inside of this pocket here. Let me highlight it for you. Got a little pocket here on Nasdaq. Maybe some buyers sitting in this nest here. Gotta be a little careful in these little pockets. Just a heads up. That's all she wrote. I love that. That's all she wrote. By the way, guys, if you are new to the stream, don't forget to subscribe. We're on our way to 75k subs. That's a hell of a milestone. You know, first we had the 1,000 subs. Then we hit 10,000 subs. Then we hit 25k. We hit 50k. And now we are so close to 75,000 subs, guys. I think we need it's like 300 and something more people we need. We're so close to 75k. So go ahead and sub up. Turn on post notifications. We will be here every single morning. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitch. If you want to come hang out with me in the afternoon in the New York markets, go ahead and follow me on Twitch. We're going to be growing our audience over there on Twitch. After that, we'll be doing some gaming. So you guys will be able to stop in and out of the Twitch. Twitch is cool. You know, you can click on the app. You can stop in for 5 minutes. You can click out. You can check me out another 2 hours. I'll still be on. Step in for another hour. So, you know, you can kind of go back and forth, you know. Told you guys, there's buyers sitting in this pocket. I know it. I know it. So yeah, I purposely target this imbalance we have down here. Like I said, I did have a level here at 269. Let me highlight it for you and put an X on it. But during the market open, we already came down and tagged it. So this time when I took sells, I didn't so much target this level because we already tapped it. So instead of targeting this level, I decided to target the imbalance first. You know, if this would have just shot down and went to this level, cool. But, you know, you have to be realistic when you're day trading. Sometimes it's easy to stick with your original analysis, right? We all want to do that. You get a good analysis, you're like, boom, it's coming down here. But we already did that part. So Now you have to update your analysis for the day. You get what I'm saying, guys? Sometimes you got to update your analysis. So with a slight update, instead of putting TP down here, we put TP in here at 600 on the dot. And there we go. Makes sense, guys? Let me get a 3 in the chat if that makes sense. You got to update your analysis. I think that's something a lot of new traders don't do. Because I think people get so fixated on the rules that they're told, right? People tell you, stick to your rules, da-da-da, da-da, da-da, da-da. Sticking to your rules is 100% what you need to do. But updating your analysis is not going against your rules. It's just clearing your chart and giving it a refresh, right? It's kind of like if you did an analysis at 8 o'clock in the morning, right? And you drew those levels, probably drew those levels from London session to early New York session. Then if you get back on the chart later on at 2 p.m., you probably have to update those levels, right? A lot happened in that time, right? A lot happened. So it's okay to update your levels. I highly recommend it because some of my most profitable days just simply came from giving it another look for 5 minutes. You know? That's all. Let's see here. So the 15-minute candle close. We got a fresh 15-minute candle here. It looks like we could be headed down again. The reason why I'm saying that is because we closed with these wicks. So if you're new to trading, or even if you're not new, maybe you're intermediate and you didn't know this, not all wicks are rejections, guys. Not all wicks are rejections. Some wicks, you ever hear of a wick fill? Sometimes wicks need to be filled, right? So don't always look at a wick as, oh my God, it's rejecting. Sometimes it's a wick fill. So just something to think about as you're learning. Keep that in mind, please. Please keep that in mind. Something like this could be a wick fill here. I would go with that. So I won't be surprised. I know in the 5 minute it looks tricky, right? You take a look at the 5 minute. Good morning, A7. You take a look at the 5 minute, and if I were to take away this candle, let's just go in replay mode real quick. You're like, oh my God, it's rejecting. But remember, the higher the time frame, the stronger the confluence, right? So we want to make sure that when we're making decisions, we're incorporating higher time frames as well. Because, I mean, let's just be honest. On the 5 minute, we done took out highs and lows all over the place. It's tricky, though. It's tricky when we're in ranges. It's just tricky in general, you know. They don't always give the high percentage of setups, right? So there's that, too. So just recognizing the market conditions, lowering your risk a little bit in ranges is really how you stay in the game. As you guys saw, I took, what, 3 contracts on that trade. I didn't overdo it. I didn't do my normal risk. I risked way less than normal. You know, so those are decisions you want to make as the risk manager, right? Look at the current market conditions. There's nothing wrong with sizing down on days like today. Okay? Remember, risk management is going to be your key to being profitable. You could be phenomenal at taking trades. You can have a phenomenal analysis. You can have an amazing strategy. You could be so good at entries. But if you don't have risk management, you're going to go from winning all that money to losing it in the same damn day. You're going to be like, damn. You're going to say to yourself, damn, I'm such a great trader. Why I keep losing all the money I make, right? So remember, risk management is the key, guys. It's the key. It's the key. It's the key. Let me get a 5 in the chat if you get what I'm saying. Let me get some 5s going. You can have the greatest strategy in the world, but if you can't handle your wins, just like if you can't handle your losses, GG's, right? Anybody here ever have a really good green day and then you ended in the red and you're like, wait a minute, did I start off this morning on fire? What happened, right? So, you know, risk management, it's tough, guys. It's tough because sometimes when you're really good at trading and you're winning, and sometimes it's hard to stop, right? That's the part where, you know, people don't talk about that part. We talk about losses and losing streaks, yeah. But what about when you're doing well? but you're not on the recipient end of withdrawals. You're just doing well, but then you keep ending in the red, you know? So it is important that we speak about that, because that is another side of trading. So you learn that discipline just from doing it. That's all it is. You just do it, right? You just say, you know what? Let me just walk away from the markets. I will say Top Step has that feature, that lockout feature. I'm sure you guys heard of that, if you guys use them. I think it's a good feature. I think it's a great feature. But I don't know any regulated brokers that have that feature. So when you go from trading on a prop firm account to trading your own personal account, where's the lockout feature, right? Where's your lockout feature? And a lot of people, if they get so fixated on having that lockout feature, what are they going to do when they get to their own personal account? They don't have that lockout feature. GG's. Right? So as much as I can say that's a positive feature on Top Step, I do believe you guys still have to learn discipline on your own as well. You get what I'm saying, guys? It's kind of like, I got a good example. I got a good analogy for this. It's kind of like phone numbers. Back in the day, if you're around my age or older than me, I'm sure you remember the phone book. Y'all remember the phone book? Remember, if you want to call the pizza place, you look it up in the phone book? Or if your parents want you to call someone, you gotta look it up in the phone book. You remember those days? And then we got cell phones where we could store people's numbers. So remember how when you were younger, you remembered your grandmother's number, you remembered your mom, your dad's cell phone number. When you were a kid, right? You remember everybody's number. You remember your favorite auntie's number, your favorite uncle's number. You remember your cousin, your first cousin, that's like your brother or your sister. You remember their number, right? But as we get older and we got cell phones where we're storing people's contacts, if you think about it, you're like, oh shit. You don't know people's numbers by heart, do you? It's not the same, right? I guarantee you there's a lot of you right now, if I say, what's your aunt's cell phone number off the top of your head, you're gonna be like, oh wait, I should know it. But we rely on, AI and technology to remember that for us, right? So you barely remember your own number. You are hilarious. So you see what I mean? So it's just like if we use AI too much. If you use AI to respond to people 24/7, you start to take away from your own brain, right? Your own thinking. You get what I'm saying? So it's good and bad. It's good and bad. But you want to have a positive balance of both, right? You want to try to respond to people, but you don't want to rely on AI 24/7 to think. You get what I'm saying, guys? So it's kind of similar to what I'm saying in the markets, where if people are relying on that lockout feature, and then when they get to their own personal account, there's no lockout feature. Now what? Uh-oh. What happened? Now it's between you. It's between you and the mouse. You gonna click that X? Or you gonna keep on trading? What we doing? What we doing? So, yeah, just something to think about. I'm all for AI. I'm all for a healthy balance. So, anything we do, we need a healthy balance. Too much of anything is too much. 6-7. Where'd that come from? 6-7. Still remember my friends' numbers. Now I don't even know my mom's. Oh my goodness. You don't know your mom's number? That's hilarious. No, but that's real, guys. Think about it. If you guys, you know how you go to like the doctor's office or somewhere where you have to, or you guys got kids. So a lot of you guys got kids. You know how you got to fill out emergency contact, whether you're filling out for your kids or you're filling it out for yourself? Tell me one of y'all had to pull out your phone and be like, oh wait, what's so-and-so's number? Or you got to double check. Because you're like, wait, let me make sure I got your number right. You know what I mean? Hilarious. But yeah, I mean, that's real, guys. That's real. But thank goodness for technology, because at this point in time, yeah, nah, I can't remember numbers like that. Too many. Too many. What's the gold futures chart use on Trading View? Gold futures is MGC. MGC. Micro gold. I don't save numbers, so I'm forced to remember. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. We gotta talk about this. Wait a minute. How come you don't save numbers? Hold on. What happened? I want to know the tea now. Are you saying like you don't take people's numbers like that? Is that what it is? Cause I don't either. I'm not really. Yeah, it's hard to get my number. I don't really be giving my number out. To be honest, y'all, I'd be like, no. I really don't be giving my number out. I'll be honest. I will be honest. The truth shall be spoken. Hi, Price. Good morning. Hi, Tweezy. But also, I'm not on my phone like that either. You know? Like, I use my phone as like a tool. Like, I use it for business, I use it for working, I use it for my schedule, I use it for keeping track of what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I use it to communicate when I need to communicate. Know what I mean, chat? You guys get what I'm saying? So I'm really not, you know? So yes, I use it, but I'm not in my phone on social media 24/7. No, I'm not. I'm just not, nor am I sitting here texting all day either. So if I see it, I see it. But if I don't see it, I really didn't see it. You know? I'm a bad texter. I'm a bad texter. Anybody else here a bad texter? But to be fair, if we're being honest, let's keep it real. We're selective texters. We are guys. Let's just be honest. We're selective texters. To other people, we're great texters to them, right? But in general, I'm really not gonna be like texting all day like that. You gotta call me, because I'm not gonna sit there like all damn day. No, I can't. You just gotta call me, because I'll be multitasking. So it's just easy for me to, you know, it's easy for me to talk or put you in my headphones and talk while I'm doing whatever I'm doing, you know? So if you're gonna text me, then you should expect at least 20 business days. I said business days. I didn't say 20 days. I said business days. So 20 business days is almost a month, or it's about a month. Maybe more. Maybe 40 business days. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe 40. 40 business days minimum. Or 0. It just never will be responded. I don't know what to tell you. These days, Discord is the best way to reach me, not my phone. That's funny. Yeah, it's hard when you're busy. I think as we get older, we don't like texting as much as we do when we're younger, you know? Texting's convenient when I'm tired. Like if it's late at night and I'm tired, then maybe it's a little easier. But if it's during the day, I'm on the go. the phone is much easier, you know. But you know, the people close to you know that, you know. People close to me, they know to call me. They just call me. That's it. It's nice and easy. They know. They know. If they send that text, it's a good shot. I ain't gonna see it. There's a good chance I ain't gonna see it. So might as well just call me. All right, here. This not 15. Sorry, guys. 5-minute range is showing off quite a bit, huh? Showing off quite a bit. I'm glad we got a piece of these cells, but now it's just hanging around, huh? Look at the way this 15-minute candle closed. We got a brand new one that just started, but wow. Wow, wow, wow. Interesting markets. This is why I told you guys my TPs are so small today. They're not going to be big TPs. And cute looking messy again, I see. Yeah, she messy. 5-minute is horrendous. By the way, guys, those of you guys who are here, if you guys didn't get a chance to check us out on Twitch yesterday, took a pretty great trade on Twitch. Go ahead and follow me on Twitch, guys. I'm going to give you the link in the chat. We'll be live in the later on session. If you guys want to come check us out. Go ahead and all you got to do is follow and turn on post notifications. So make sure you guys turn on those notifications. That way you'll know exactly when I go live. I will post it in the Discord when I go live as well. But I'll be live on Twitch for hours later on today, so it'll be late. It'll be, if you're on the East Coast, it'll be in the afternoon. So it'll be like afternoon New York session. Okay. Just a heads up. Alright, take a look at this 5-minute candle here. Okay. Look at this from this perspective. That 1-minute range looks a little crazy too. Well, let me see, this was on the 30-minute, right? Let me move this down. There we go. So chat, how's it going this morning? What's up, Price? Good so far. We got a little W. Hi, Bree. Good morning. Chat, let me know in the chat, how is your morning going? I paused when you said that because that's exactly what I was about to ask the chat. How's everybody's morning going? Is it going good? Is it going slow? Is it moving fast? You guys doing? You guys working? You guys not working? You guys home? Not home? Anybody in school? Not in school? What are we doing? What's the little vibe check here? What are we doing? Anybody playing any games right now? Is that what you guys do while you guys are waiting? You watch TV, play games while you're waiting on the markets? What you guys do? Let me know in the chat. Five-minute range is just giving us hell, huh? Slow day, very stormy. Oh, it's stormy there. 70 mile per hour winds. What? Is that even... what? Just watching today, no trades yet. Yesterday was my worst day yet, so I got some recouping to do. Take my time. I'm so sorry to hear that, Bree. But you know what, Bree? It's really nice to hear you say that, because being able to recognize that is it's tough to do. It's really tough to be able to recognize that. So shout out to Bree. Love that awareness. W awareness. Currently at work. The only time I can work, be on streams when I'm not doing testing. Ah, okay. Currently at work. All right. I appreciate you guys having me on while you guys are working and doing what you guys need to do. Really appreciate it. I'm good background noise, chat. Tell you, good background. 8 minutes left on this 15-minute candle. It is halfway to the finish line here. Where is it going? How is it going to close? My goodness. Make a move, Nasdaq. Make a move. Oh, this bottom wick here in this new 5-minute. Watching and studying trading books. Oh, that's good. Good. I love that you said studying. See? There we go. That's what I like to hear, because, you know, people come in here and they go, oh, I've been trading for 3 years and I've been doing all this. And it's kind of like, well, it's one thing to receive information, but how many people actually study? Because you got to study, guys. You got to study, right? When you're in school, you remember when they would be like, oh, do chapter 3, section 2. You know why the teacher did that? They broke things down in sections so that when you read, even though half of y'all didn't read it, remember you had to do the vocab words? You got to do the vocab words and then write out the definitions. Do you know why the teachers make you guys read the section, get the definitions, and write them all out? Because repetition is how you learn. That's studying unconsciously. Right? And then remember at the end of the chapter, you do like the practice test or whatever. That's preparing you for the actual test, right? That's, okay, let's review. You know, when you do quizzes, the point is to review what you just learned. That'll tell you where you're at. I know growing up, we didn't like quizzes, we didn't like tests. I get that, because we're kids, we don't understand. But as we become adults, we learn that is the foundation of learning anything. And I guarantee you, most people getting into trading, they're just kind of, you see how they are in chats, guys. They're like, well, what's the best strategy? What's the best this? What's this? Da 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 da. And it's like, whoa, you gotta study. even if you get information, you still have to take time on the chart to study it, right? So I love to hear that. I love your mindset. That's a successful mindset, right? When you start thinking like that, gotta study. And don't get me wrong, guys, studying can be draining. I get it. You gotta be in the mood to study. I get it. We're not always gonna be in the mood to study. That's fine. That's normal. But you gotta, you gotta set some time aside for it. You know, I told you guys when I was learning, I would take Saturday mornings, and I would use Saturday mornings as study time. A good 3 hours. It was usually 3 hours. So at the 2 hour mark, I would decide if I want to go further. Some days I'm like, nah, I ain't doing this for another hour. 2 hours, I was done. I at least did 2 hours of studying every Saturday. And you know what else? The days I would make it to the 3 hour mark are days where I was so, it'd be the days where I was so locked in and studying that I didn't even know. I look at the time like, I'd be like, damn, I'm getting hungry. I look at the time and go, oh shit, it's been 3 hours. You know what I mean? So sometimes when you get locked in, as I tell you guys, when you get locked in, the time is just, time passes. You know? It's kind of like when you're at work. Let's say you're at work and I don't know if you're making stuff or you're putting stuff together, you're scanning stuff, you're inputting stuff to the computer, whatever you're doing at work. For those of you who have to get a certain amount of things done in the hour, whether it's a certain amount of invoices in an hour, or if you're scanning stuff, whatever you got to do, boxes out of a truck, whatever you're doing. Let's say you have to do a minimum per hour. Let's say you got to do like 15 an hour minimum. If you made your goal to be, let me try to do 30 an hour, and you start getting, you just put your headphones in, you just put your music on, you get so locked in to getting done 30 in an hour, you probably get done maybe 25. And at that, the hour flies by. You ever do that at work, guys? Where when you lock in at work and you just focus on getting the task done, the hours fly by. But when you be sitting there, you be thinking about how long it takes and all this other stuff, it's slow. It's slow, right? It's real slow. So, you know, you guys, you gotta remember you're human. It's natural to feel the way you feel. But just remember, you kind of already got the answers. You already know how to get from place to place. You know how to lock in, right? So you put yourself in a mindset to lock in, right? If trading something you want to do, lock in, right? You want to develop that lock-in mindset. Look at this here. 15-minute candle took out the previous high and flipped bearish. Wow. Then it flipped back bullish. Not touching this thus far. This is crazy, huh? Crazy on the 5 minute, but wait till you see the 1 minute. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna keep it on the 5 though. Still in this range. You want it real bad, studying gotta happen. Yup. Exactly, yeah. Those who want it real bad, they'll study. They'll study, they'll do what they need to do, they'll, you know. You gotta sacrifice time, you know. You gotta do what you gotta do. You know, anyone who got somewhere great had to sacrifice time, had to sacrifice daily pleasures, things you rather do. Right? I'm sure you all can list a couple things you rather do than just get up here and just study. You know, we can all list things that we'd rather be doing. But when you want to get somewhere in life, if it wasn't handed to you, then you have to work harder than the next person. That just is what it is, guys. It is what it is. You know, some people were born into rich families or born into opportunity. You know, everyone started off life in a different way. Some people were born and they only got one parent. Some people were born and they got both parents. Some people were born, they got both parents, but really no parents. Neither parents are parenting. Some people were born and they got two parents, both doing great, both parenting, but separated. Some people were born, they got both parents, both doing great, and both giving them everything they need. And the kids still don't do nothing, right? So, regardless of your situation, it really comes down to you. There's plenty of kids who were born in money who are bums on the street right now, not doing anything. I kid you not. Because they don't want to put in the work. And then there's kids who were born into opportunity and money and they've made something of themselves, right? So at the end of the day, it's going to come down to you. I didn't have anything handed to me. I had to work my ass off. I had to walk miles. When I didn't have a car, I had to walk in the cold because I'm from the Northeast. In the cold, when it was ice, when it was -5 degrees outside, I had to walk places. I had to walk when it was hot because in the Northeast we have all 4 seasons. So in summer it gets hot. I had to walk or take the city bus or do both. Sometimes you had to do both. Sometimes it was half bus, half walk. Shit. Yeah. Yeah. Tough. You know, I had days where I had to choose. Are you gonna eat? Are you gonna eat breakfast today, or are you gonna get gas? Because you need gas to go to work. So it's kind of like, well, skip the food, get gas. You know. Everybody has a struggle, chat, and everybody gets help along the way. There's nothing wrong with getting help. Everybody. You talk to anybody who's made it in life pretty far, and you ask them about who helped them along the way, they'll tell you. And then they'll tell you everybody gets help. Right? And there's all different types of help. Sometimes help is advice. Sometimes it's as small as advice. It's not always monetary handout, right? But advice goes a long way. Long way. What's up, Karain? Hi, Mr. Darian. Do you recommend back testing? Well, there's no other way to study, right? If you're not studying back in time, I mean, if I go back 1 minute, I'm back testing, right? If I go back 1 minute, that's past time, right? So the only way to study is to back test. How else would you study? How else would you get data on if something has a high percentage win rate or not? Right? There's no other way to get data. We got a new 30-minute candle. All right. So we closed as a doji. Very nice, very nice. Indecision, huh? Indecision, okay. I tell you. Markets just, and I bet people are burning through their trades today too. I wouldn't be surprised if I could look at the DOM. There's probably a bunch of orders everywhere. Mostly retail traders though. Just burning through, trying to scalp the ranges. It's a nasty range here. Let's see, and put the music back on for you guys. My walking to school, winds like this, sideways hail and snow, minus something degrees. Wait, how do you walk in 70 miles per hour? That's like impossible. Yeah, that's impossible to walk 70 miles per hour. Unless, are you converting, A7, are you converting your time measurement to ours in the US? Is that what you're doing? Let me know. Maybe you're doing that. Because for us, that would rip a house out of the ground, like, easily. That would fly. That would actually make a car go, and we don't weigh as much as a car. We would be nothing. He was flying. That's funny. He was flying. Oh man, if we could fly, that'd be crazy, yeah. Chat, what would you do if you could fly? Let me know in the chat. What are some things you would do if you could fly? I'll start it off. What's something I would do? I would... Oh, I know what I would do. I would fly over the beach. Yeah, I'd fly over the beach for sure. Like the views of the ocean, amazing, breathtaking. So I think it'd be cool to fly over some beaches. That'd be pretty dope. I will say though, if we were able to fly, you know how annoying people are now driving? Can you imagine if we had rules flying? Are you freaking kidding me? People would just be pest. I'm just saying, people would just be even more annoying. You know, I strongly believe that. It just, ain't no way. Because think about it, chat. If people could fly, it's one thing someone getting road rage and pulling up to your house or whatever and following you. But imagine somebody flying to your house and standing on your roof. You would crash the hell out. Just really think about that for a second. Somebody has the ability to stand on your roof. You're gonna crash out. That's annoying. So I'm glad we can't, because ain't no way we about to give people the ability to stand on it. Nuh-uh. Nope. 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 Everybody's gonna be a crash out. It's gonna be World War 25. I'm just saying, chat, like really think about it. People are gonna get so disrespectful with it. With the things they could do, if they could fly. Man. Imagine you piss somebody off and they just flying next to you, just talking. They could go where you could go. They just flying next to you. Like, that'd be crazy, right? Can't get rid of them. They could just fly outside your window. Imagine you trying to sleep and they could just be flying outside your window. Oh no. Hell no. So glad we can. If I could pick up an ability, it'd be teleportation, skip all the flying and planes and stuff. Be in and out in minutes, literally. That's interesting. Teleporting would, yeah. Because that'd be quick. You just, boom, in 1 second. Boom, I'm in this country. Boom, I'm over here. Boom, I'm over here. Yeah, teleportation would be pretty sick. Much, much better. But see, if everybody could teleport, that's gonna piss y'all off too. You know why? Because you're gonna be talking to someone, and the moment they're done hearing you talk, boom, they're gone, like a magician. In fact, people are gonna start crashing out on you and disappearing, right? You get into some road rage, they gonna smack into your car, and the moment you get out, like, hey, boom, they disappear. Please come. Police officer with the glasses down, with the notepad out, like, okay, who smacked into your car? I don't know, they teleported. I didn't get a chance. Didn't get a chance, but the mother effer cut me off way back there. GG's. They gone. What you gonna do? Man, you know what? The more I think about it, it's good that we can't do all these things. Because what kind of world would we live in? It'd be overpowered. OP. OP, man. People would be out of this world. Holy. That gotta be on a different planet. That gotta be on a whole different planet where we got people who could do way more than us who are regulating it. Because, oh no. Like, you gotta have someone with like a superpower who's able to just snatch the person from teleporting. Like, all right, we got you right here. What you doing? Yeah, we need some high regulation, because ain't no way. So I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, chat. For the people who be cutting me off on the road and doing all this extra shit on the road when I'm driving, I got news for you. If I could teleport, bro, I'm throwing sticky bombs. I'm throwing grenades at your car. I'm doing everything possible, and I'm teleporting the hell up out of here to a whole different country. Unleash it. Taking off all the rings. Teleport. While you at the red light. Yup. It's gonna get dangerous. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna get dangerous. And to those of you who want to go to a 4-way stop sign, and you know damn well it's not your turn. You know how the 4-way stop works. You know what order it was, and you want to go over here and cut somebody off. You too. Yep. Those of you who don't want to obey the 4-way stop sign rules, you want to just insert yourselves when it's not your turn. Got sticky bombs for y'all too. In fact, it's RPG worthy if you ask me. I'm just saying, chat. You know, no. You know what's RPG worthy, chat? You know how when you're driving and they're doing road work and then they cut off the lane, but like you could see it from afar. You get a certain distance. You're like, oh, okay, it's going down to one lane. Everyone's getting in order now. Everyone's getting into one lane. Then you got this asshole that drives by everybody to try to skip the line. They're all the way to the front, and then they want to try to cut over. Oh, hell no. Bitch, I've been in this line for 5 minutes. You gonna wait? Hell no. I'm number 32 in this line. Ain't no way you gonna cut the line to be number 15. Hell no. That's RPG worthy. That is when the light turned red, you get out your car, get out the RPG, slow motion. You load the rocket in, you lock it in, you go up there, rocket, boom, done. Teleport to a whole nother planet too. Don't even stay to see the chaos on the news. You're gonna be viral in every country. Oh, there's a person RPG'd someone in America. Oh, America, gun regulation. I ain't got time to see that on the news. I ain't got time to see me on the news. I'm teleporting to a whole different planet. In fact, I'm teleporting to a whole different universe. GG's. I'm just being honest, chat. I'm keeping it honest. I'm just keeping it honest. I'm sick of people cutting me in line when I'm already in line on the road. I'm sick of that. I'm truly sick of that, bro. I can't stand that. Let me know in the chat if y'all can't stand that. I got a lot of road work going around outside lately. They've been working on these roads. You know how they are last minute in the winter. So a lot of these roads are cut off, and it's pissing me off. I'm trying to get home. I'm tired of it. Stay in line. You know what? If people would just stay in line like everybody else, we would probably get through the light faster. Think about it. You in line and you're number 30. And now you got 5 people coming up here to cut. Now you're number 35. You could have been number 30. Then you got more people coming. Now you're number 40. You were number 30. Now you're number 40 in line. It's like, damn, if we could have just stayed in position, we all could have got through. Entitlement, guys. I'm telling you, some people are so entitled on the road. It's insane. I didn't know we'd be talking about road rage today. But if you guys got any funny road rage stories, feel free to share them in the chat. I did watch this fall, guys. I did see that we ended up coming down again. I did. But yeah, I mean, maybe we could have took a stab at it, but I'm not gonna trip over $100 here, because that's what it would have been with my risk today. Came back down to 569, so we did get that wick fill, huh? And peep on the 30-minute. We talked about this wick fill like an hour and 15 minutes ago, but I want you to peep that this was like a fake out wick fill, and then we actually came down and filled the wick. Crazy, right? Now we're doing fake out wick fills. Super annoying. Super annoying, but it is what it is. People doing dangerous shit while driving. Honestly, lately, when someone's been just driving off. Oh, you know what gets me? When somebody like crosses the line into my lane and almost hits me, and then I gotta swerve. Because where I'm at, there's 3 lanes, mostly 3 lanes. Just regular traffic, and the speed limit's pretty high. So it's almost like you're on a highway, but it's a regular road, but we have long roads. So it's like, if you're all the way to the left, if you're all the way to the right next to the curb, it's like, there's nowhere to go but on the sidewalk. So when a mother ever just swerves into your lane right next to you, like, bro, what? Where am I gonna go? It's so annoying, right? And every time I see them, every single time I see them at a light, guys, they're like this. They're on the phone. I'm like, oh, that's why you swerve, because you on the phone. No wonder why you can't stay in your lines. It ain't because you can't drive. You just on the damn phone. There's always somebody on the damn phone. So if you guys are texting while driving, just, man, call people. Stop texting while driving. Call people, guys. Please. It's so much easier, man. We got Bluetooth nowadays. Call the person. You could, all the newer cars, anything after 2010, I'm pretty sure you can hook your phone up to the car speaker, right? Man, y'all don't just call people, put them on speaker, whatever you need to do. Because it's dangerous. You can really hit somebody. That's why I won't get a motorcycle. Yeah, it's okay. So I'm talking about when I'm driving my car, but when I'm on my motorcycle, yes. I will be honest with you. In a car, it's not scary to me in a car. It's not. It's just annoying. I'm just annoyed. But when I'm on my motorcycle and that happens, it's scary. It's scary as shit. I will kid you not, guys. It is an entire different feeling than when you're in your car. If you have a motorcycle, you know, I know you know. It's a whole different thing, guys. When people do shit like that. I've had to do an emergency stop, I don't know how many times, guys, and somebody didn't even notice. Like, yeah. Because remember, guys, a motorcycle is not the same as a car, okay? We got 2 wheels, okay? It's a lot different. And mind you, we have to maintain our balance. When you're in a car and you're reacting to stuff, you don't have to maintain balance. You're already balanced on all 4 wheels, right? Really think about that for a second. Just think about that for a second. On top of everything else going on, you ain't balancing in your car, but you gotta react. Yeah, motorcycle, you're balancing, you're reacting, but also you can't just slam on the brakes the way you would in a car, right? In a car, you slam on the brakes, like, whoa, slam on the brakes. Motorcycle, you're gonna go flying, or you're gonna flip over, you're gonna fall. You know, it's entirely different. So the way you react to things is very different. But I will say, if you're an alert driver, you'll do well on a motorcycle. If you're an alert driver, you have to be alert. That's number 1. If you're not alert, GG's. Fortunately, GG's. Gotta be alert. Gotta be focused. That's why they say if you're having a day where you're not focused and you're off, do not ride. Please, please do not ride. That's very dangerous to do. You need to be focused. You know, and have fun. You know, focus, have fun. Oh, when I'm on a motorcycle, I expect a lot of bullshit. So I think when you expect it, you're chilling, you know? You expect it. I literally expect it from every car. Every car I go by, every car that comes behind me, next to me, I expect it. So it doesn't really, you know, when you stay prepared to react, it does become a little easier, I would say, than not being prepared. Because when you're not prepared, you're in a little shock for a second. You ain't got time. You know, you need some time to react. You need reaction time. All right, let's see here, guys. Candle's gonna close in about 30 seconds. reversing now. We take out this. Oh, we did take out this low. Holy. This look like on a 30-minute. It just looks like 2 long wicks, huh? Wow. These markets are just. The 1 hour candle is gonna close in 9 minutes, guys. Good old 9 minutes. I'm glad we got at least 1 trade in so far today. But as far as the way it's acting now, just being patient here. Gotta head back to work. Thank you, Corain, for stopping in. Living in NC. There's been a lot of meaningless fatal accidents. It's really tough. Literally, where I live, because there's so many people, there's fatal accidents on both highways near me. There's fatal accidents every single day, every single morning. There was already one this morning that I read about. It's like, it's crazy. It's insane. You know, people just getting up, going to work, boom. The highways on the West Coast are different than the highways in the Northeast. You know, a lot of these highways have like 6 lanes. So, yeah, because remember, there's millions more people out here, right? States are bigger. So, you know, if you're from the Northeast and you're used to 2 lanes or 3 lanes sometimes, but mostly 2 lanes, right? Imagine 6 lanes with people who can't drive. 6 lanes with people who could drive, still dangerous, but not too bad. But 6 lanes with people who can't effing drive? Are you freaking kidding me? I will say, though, most people do okay. Like, you go to highway. The bullshit I see on the highway with the 6 lanes sometimes opens up to 8 lanes. The bullshit I see is the people who are racing. Bro, it's always 2 or 3 people. You know, they got souped up, customized cars. They're always, like, weaving in and out. They're having fun because it's a huge highway. Let's just be honest. It's a huge highway. They having fun, and they're just, you know, just in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Just having fun with it because there's so many different lane options. I get it. Don't get me wrong, guys. I get it. But what happens is it scares other people on the road. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people who have anxiety when they drive. And it makes, from what I see, it makes somebody, even though you didn't hit them, it makes somebody else react. And then they swerve, and then they hit somebody. And then there's a whole accident. And the people who started the accident are long gone because they're racing. And it's like, well, shit. You know, that's what I see a lot on the highway. Let me know what you guys see. But it's that, and then the other thing I see the most is idiots in the 6 lane over here. You know, you knew your exit was coming up, and you way over here in lane number 6, trying to cut across last minute. Bro, I've seen it all. I see that every time. And it's like, bro, why didn't you slowly move over? Like, you're not even in the middle of the highway. You're all the way on the whole other side, trying to get off at this exit. You know what I mean, chat? It ain't like you got to get over 2 lanes. You got to get over like 5 lanes. On top of that, out here where I live, most exit ramps, people are coming on too. And most of them are 2 lanes. And you don't really see that in the Northeast. In the Northeast, it's not too often where you got 2-3 lanes of traffic coming onto the highway. And then 2-3 lanes of traffic coming off the highway because there's so many cars. Usually it's just 1 lane, right? So it's a little different out here. So there's more lanes to navigate. And if you're doing that last minute stuff, you know, they usually cause an accident. Actually, the last time an accident happened in front of me was in October. And it happened, you know how like you're on the highway, so you're going at a fast pace, then an accident happens in front of you, you gotta like stop or swerve. And luckily next to the wall, because I was about to get off the exit, so I was already all the way over. But luckily, I had just enough room to swerve. I couldn't stop. Guys, if I would have pressed the brakes, I would have hit them. I did, and I slammed on the brake, and I stopped right there, and I looked, and I said, oh, shit, and other people piled up. Nah, see, that's when video games come into play, chat. You play Fast and the Furious, you know? I grew up playing too many racing games. Also, I used to race, so there's that too, but yeah, nah. That was dangerous. They could have got me. And that was what, 2 months ago? Scary, guys. You guys gotta stay alert. Gotta stay alert. You never know. That was nothing I did. It's just the cars in front of me got into an accident. And then I'm going over 70. And there's no time to stop. It's right in front of me. Gotta swerve. Just leave it to God, guys. Gotta leave it to God. Thank God that the person behind me didn't swerve first, because then we would have swerved at the same time and hit each other, right? So yeah, check out this long wick here on Nasdaq. Oh my, oh my, we are coming down. Take a look at this on the 4 hour. Wow. Interesting. I'll update some levels for sure. Let's see, down to 30-minute. Like that. Might swerve in that corner. Whoa. Racing's not the best idea, but if you have anxiety, I don't think you should be driving. Yeah, and you can tell, like, our highways, the speed limit is up. Like, some speed limits are 75 minimum. Some of them are 70. It really depends where you're at. Most of them are 70. But, like, you can't be up there. For the people who stay, I get it. They stay in the first lane. They don't even go over 2 lanes or 3 lanes. They just stay in the first lane. But they be going like 35, 40, and it's like, bro, the speed limit is 70. Are you rage baiting people? Like, what do we do? Yo, it's like, get off the highway. Because where I live, the way the roads were built is so that you can take the road. If you don't like the highway, you can literally take the road. You can take the road, guys. You can take the road 5 hours north, east, west, south, and go to. You can even take the road to Cali. Goddamn. Like, they literally have roads you can take for people who don't like the highway and get there almost the same time. So, like, just take the road. Why are you on the highway? You know what I mean? Like, you have that option. So, like, I don't get that. Now, other places, yeah, there's other places where you only got the highway. It's the only way to get there. But where I live, you have everything. So you got no damn excuse to be up on this highway acting like you can't drive. You know? I'm sorry, there's no excuse. 15-minute candle's gonna close in 1 minute. The hell type of wick? Oh my goodness. Alright guys, it was fun talking to you. I think we will pause our stream here. And what we'll do is just give me a little break to relax, refuel, get some breakfast. And we'll continue trading on Twitch, okay? We'll check out the afternoon session. We'll see what's there, and then we'll do some gaming. So go ahead and follow me on Twitch if you didn't already. Please, please turn on those notifications on Twitch. And I'll be on Twitch for a little while, so you guys will be able to stop in and out. You know. What were we up here for? 2 hours? Oh, almost 2 hours. Okay, guys, let's hit the 2-hour mark. Hold on, let's hit the 2-hour mark. We got 3 minutes. Thank you, A7. Bye, have a great day. Have a great day, guys. Whoa, get this on the 3-minute. So this is the new hourly candle here. Oh my. Started out with just straight 35-point drop. Not much of a top wick, but jeez. Lethal, huh? This thing is lethal today. Catch you on Twitch. Thank you guys. Appreciate it so much. Alright guys, I will catch you later. Have a great morning. We'll see you in the afternoon on Twitch. Thank you so much. Have a good one.